Three more poems. The one is, I'm reading this even though I know the place is full of ministers and ministers' families and stuff, but I have a quirky mind. I assure you that I was born Baptist. My mother was sanctified, and I spent much of my preteen years doing this and saying, "Don't you shout," because it would embarrass my brother and I, and we had to live in that town, you know. But then I was thinking one day about shepherds, and shepherds taking care of sheep and all. You can see the connections a bit. And then I started thinking, wait a minute. The shepherds aren't protecting the sheep. Those sheep are doomed, you know. The shepherds are keeping those sheep from my lamb chops, you know. And so I wanted to write about that. The tale the shepherds tell the sheep, that some will rise above shorn clouds of fleece, and some will feel their bodies break, but most will pass through this into sweet clover, where all will be sheltered safe until the holy shearing. Don't think about the days to come, sweet meat. Think of my arms. Trust me. This is called Mercy. This is the second time I've read it aloud. I have written a number of poems about abuse and incest. I am convinced that there is no room in which I could read such poems this size, where someone in the audience doesn't directly know what I'm talking about. I have had many readings where people come up to me and whisper, "Thank you for that poem," and I know what they mean. And because I think one of the things poetry can do is say, "You are not alone," and to comfort. This one was hard to write, and it is hard to read. It's called Mercy. How grateful I was when he decided not to replace his fingers with his thing, though he thought about it, and was going to, but mumbled, "Maybe I shouldn't do that," and didn't do that. And I was so grateful then, and now grateful. How sick I am, how mad. I like to redefine, and I have a poem that is perhaps my best known poem. It's been put to music by two different groups, and I don't have it here, but I think I know it. I like to redefine because this is a culture that has, for some reason, has made people believe that the validated female is younger than I am, thinner than I am, lighter than I am, has more hair, all of that. A culture which loves big cars, big hungry man dinners, you know, but teeny little women. And I have never been a teeny little woman. In some cultures, I am what's happening. But this is not it, you know. And because I wanted to redefine and to write about that, this is a poem called Homage to My Hips. These hips are big hips. They need space to move around in. They don't fit into little petty places. These hips are free hips. They don't like to be held back. These hips have never been enslaved. They go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. These hips are mighty hips. These hips are magic hips. I have known them to put a spell on a man and to spin him like a top. And thank you. I would like to close with a poem in St. Mary's County. One of the fun things about being a distinguished professor of humanities at St. Mary's College is that there is no humanities department. Those of you on faculties know that pleases me greatly. But one of the things they have is a blessing of the fleet. And this poem, Blessing the Boats, is very appropriate for so many different things. People I know have read it at funerals, at weddings, and I think in our time, a perilous time in the universe, a time when W.H. Auden saying we must love one another or die is very, very pertinent. Blessing the boats. May the tide that is entering even now, the lip of our understanding, carry us out beyond the face of fear. May we kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love our back. May we open our eyes to water, water waving forever. And may we, in our innocence, sail through this to that. Thank you very much.